Hello, hello, hello. Welcome now, Stock Trades. In this video, we're going to go ahead and talk about why Meet Kevin went ahead and deleted his YouTube channel. Just very quickly, if we could just go ahead and open up a new tab here. If you go to Meet Kevin's profile here, you could see that there is, this channel doesn't have any more content. For all the people that don't know, his videos, everything's been deleted. I saw a couple of stuff surface on Twitter and whatnot. So I believe this is, in this video, we're going to go ahead and talk about how this may be a contrarian indicator. Now, I have this thing where it's a little add-on where I'm able to see you remember how on YouTube deleted the dislikes to like ratio? I'm able to basically get that back now. Obviously, YouTube doesn't want this, but it's just a nice little thing that you can add on. And you can see that this video got more dislikes than likes. So the ratio of dislikes is quite high. Now, a lot of folks are speculating. I'm not really going to go ahead and go down that road. I'm going to give you my opinion on why I believe this gentleman deleted it, more from from someone who's been in the market for a long time. Okay, I've been in the market for more than a decade now, and I did see this crazy rise of YouTubers going on and talking about finance. I mean, heck, there's a YouTube channel called Financial Education, and I think that's a very satire, if I were to say. Here, by the way, this is live. You keep waking me up. I'm sorry. This is actually a good development. So why do I say this is a contrarian indicator? Well, if you go to our smart money, dumb money ratio, it's very clear when stocks go up, dumb money buys, and when stocks go down, smart money goes up. Again, people don't remember this. Hedge funds sell your data, and essentially, if you have less than $100 million, you're considered dumb money, and if you have over $100 million, you're considered smart money. So what I'm starting to see here is obviously when stocks go up, dumb money buys. When stocks go down, smart money buys, right? So be greedy when others are fearful, be fearful when others are greedy. Historically, if we were to analyze this, a good understanding is essentially when stocks, when this is the, put to call ratio, when retail investors have high puts, people are fearful, it's when you want to buy, right? Anything, look at COVID, it was a fearful, you want to buy. So anything that retail investors do, you got to really do the opposite, right? Because retail investors are dumb money. They lose, okay? So why am I talking about this now, and how does this relate to Meet Kevin deleting his videos? I mean, how does this relate? Well, what I'm waiting for is, and this is going to sound terrible, I'm waiting for retail to crack. And there is a business decision made amongst Meet Kevin to delete his channel because majority of his revenue comes from essentially talking to his audience, and this is his livelihood. Like for me, my livelihood is I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to become a brain surgeon. This is my livelihood is not YouTube. It's serving patients. That's my livelihood. That's my main job. This is a hobby for me to be able to teach people about finance. So what this is telling me is he deleted his YouTube channel, obviously, because, there could be risk factors. He has an ETF, potentially, risk factors in his old videos. He did push some questionable stocks back in the day, and he was still learning about the stock market from what he was saying, and he was learning together, and he just basically went ahead and deleted. And if you go to here in terms of his, there's no links, there's none of his, coupon codes, what he's notoriously known for. And people make jokes about it. I just want to say, let me just, one moment, please. Sorry for that big eruption there. My dogs came in the room. I just wanted to let them out because I really want to have a serious conversation with you guys. It's just interesting to see this because he's making a business move. And if you were to watch his video, he talks about how there's like a couple of farmers. He gives a lot of analogies. And in terms of one farmer decides to stick to strawberries, the other person is trying to go avocados and yada, yada. The point, what he's trying to say is he's trying to do a rebrand. He's trying to essentially pivot, which is good, right? Because what this is telling me is that, if you look at his YouTube views, his views are going down, right? If you look at his views in 2020, and if you were to graph the stock market, retail investors, and COVID and his views, you can see a general correlation. And now what's happening is a lot of people that are on YouTube are more there for the entertainment. They watch prank channels, they watch, all these different types of sentiments, and finance is taking a corner seat. But the thing with him is he needs to continuously drive his revenue, because YouTube is, he's used to making over $100,000 a month off of YouTube, and he thought that this could be stable income, which it definitely is not. So very quickly, so we talked about this. Now I'm going to talk to you about what a contrarian indicator is. So, if you talk to, Stock Terminal GPT, which is our trained model here, I asked it, I said, for folks that are new to Wall Street and investing in the investing world, please define in 2 sentences, what is a contrarian indicator and how it benefits retail investors? Well, the answer here is the contrarian indicator is a tool that is used in investing that involves going against the prevailing market sentiment. It can benefit retail investors by helping them identify opportunities when the majority of market participants are overwhelmingly optimistic or pessimistic, allowing them to potentially capitalize on market efficiencies, which you basically see in this picture here. So by Meet Kevin essentially deleting his videos, it's showing me that there is a general consensus analysis that shows the interest in finance is waning, which is actually good, because we want the stock market to be boring. Buying stock should be boring, right? Because that's how you make your money. If everyone's so into it, everyone's so excited about it, and the majority of Americans know about it, then that's a big problem. I believe Peter Lynch said that whenever you go to a cocktail party and when you're Joe Schmo who works at, whatever box, and he's talking about stocks, then you're in a bubble, right? So this is exactly what I want to see. When we're already starting to see this. Just look at Trade Trades. Trade Trades deleted his videos, deleted his pretty much YouTube channel. You're starting to see this oscillate and permeate within the market, which is exactly what I want to see. It is a checkpoint for me. Just like how the Federal Reserve cuts interest rates, this is one of the checkpoints, okay? One person said, buy now, sell end of 2026, right? I don't know about the timing of the market. That's, very tough. But if you have a crystal ball, definitely mail me one. My link is down below. So a while back, 2 days ago, right? A while back ago, the All In podcast, Chamath made a couple of interesting comments, right? He talked about the M2 money supply. He talked about the price consumer index. Now, again, if you're part of the mastering course, we already have these graphs. We already have the M2 money supply here. Again, we've been teaching this. I've been in the market for decades. So, what Chamath is looking at, I already am looking at, right? That's, because that's just how it works, okay? And here's the 5-year and 10-year expectations for inflation. We can already start seeing it basically going down, which is, if you look at the 10-year again, this is the 10-year break-even inflation rate, and what you're basically starting to see is it's heading down. And then when he's talking about the M2 money supply, the M2 money supply is going down, which is good because it's going to have a positive effect on decreasing inflation. So he's saying that inflation is in the review mirror, and that this is obviously going to hurt, them as venture capitalists. By the way, shout out, he had Jared Kushner there. So there's that. And then he talked about the money market funds and what does that mean? And again, I wrote an article a day ago that talks about the contrarian view. Could Wall Street pivot back to stocks? And then I did talk about money market funds here, and you can see money market funds literally soared. For people that don't know it, by the way, 1.6 trillion, 1.4 to be honest, here, 1.4 trillion. And for people that don't understand what money market funds are, think of it as like a nice high interest savings account, right? And I wrote about if you're interested in wanting to understand more about it, how can it be used as a contrarian indicator? Then you could go ahead and, there's a link down below that takes you to my Medium. Everything's free. I do not put everything behind a paywall for my Medium. Good education on the market. But the point that I'm trying to say here is, since money market funds are up, what's going to end up happening is, what do you think is going to happen now once the Federal Reserve cuts interest rates? They're going to cut interest rates literally in a year from now, right? In 2024, sorry, right? And they're going to cut it 2 times. And then hopefully by 2026, all rate cuts will be initiated. What this is going to do now, many people are going to get out of money market funds. You have trillions of, just look at this. This is actually technically, $5 to $6 trillion in money market funds. The reason why this graph says 1.4 is because look at all the this is just for this year of how much money market funds flowed in 2023. This what Chamath is showing here is the collection of all the money in money market funds. So there's a lot of money. There's a behemoth size of money that's literally sitting on the sidelines waiting for the stock market, to get to a position where we get the biggest bull market in history. Okay, so another thing that I would like to talk about is another thing which I believe. Oh my God, I'm pressing all these buttons. Let me go here. Yes, here. Look at this. Growth in productivity and hourly compensation. Something happened in 1971, guys, right? When productivity went up and compensation stayed the same. Do you think AI and artificial intelligence is going to increase productivity? Absolutely. Do you think compensation might increase? Oh, I hope so. But if you look at this historic trend, I don't think so. But I hope so. I pray. Again, you got to pay people fairly. Okay. But what this basically is telling me is artificial intelligence is going to make things more productive. If you have essentially more productive, things, then your GDP goes up. So if you go to my Medium, you can see that there's a lot of articles I posted, navigating the future, unpacking the S&P earnings projections. Look at what Morgan Stanley's earnings projections are. What you might read in the stock market regarding fear is bullshit, because Morgan Stanley, a lot of folks are actually increasing their price targets on Wall Street. You know what I mean? We have a bunch of articles here that will help you get some insights on, and I just started this 2 days ago, so I'm very excited. And they already gave me the Arthur badge, so I'm really excited for this. But again, so let's tie everything we talked about. We talked about so many things. So we're getting in a position where retail investors are losing interest, right? Robinhood is literally getting destroyed. So if you go to Twitter really quickly, and you can follow me on Twitter here at All Stock Trades, but if we go ahead and go to Jason, who's part of the All In podcast, nice cigar. Maybe is that AI generated? I don't know. If we go to Jason here, and if we type in Robin Hood, I believe he talks about it here. There it is. I can't find it. I'm just going to explain it to you. Mr. Jason made a post regarding Robinhood, and he talked about how it's now under, I believe $10. If you look at Robinhood stock right now, it's literally $8.23. So it's obviously lost steam on Wall Street. So see if I can maybe find it here. If I have it, no, or I give up. So what does this mean for Robinhood is a good analysis of retail investors. He was saying that, since this whole thing happened with Robinhood, where the stock is under $10, there's not, what Robinhood is saying is the interest of retail investors in trading has gone down. The market for which Meet Kevin sells his courses and does his livelihood. His livelihood is YouTube. He's a YouTuber. That's his livelihood. Is starting to dwindle, and he's starting to see the writing on the wall. So he has to pivot. Just like a financial advisor who has to satisfy his clients, he has to basically make decisions that he doesn't want to make. He wants to stay he wants to do what he's doing, but he can't, because the writing's on the wall. He has a lot of bills to pay, and if he doesn't, he's going to go bankrupt. I mean, it's very clear, right? So he has to pivot and build something new. To me, as an investor, I take this as a contrarian indicator. When others are fearful and you need to be greedy, he is a representation to his audience, and his audience are retail investors. Retail investors are technically dumb money, right? And what did dumb money do? Dumb money does simple things. They essentially, whenever there's fear, they sell, which is when you buy. Okay, so that's what dumb money does. So essentially, you want to be greedy when others are fearful. So what I'm trying to say is, Meet Kevin is a prognostic indicator of the retail community space. Since he's pivoting, I believe it is a contrarian indicator, which I've defined here. And I believe we're heading into an era where productivity is going to skyrocket given the power of artificial intelligence, and that we are going into the roaring 20s, which Wall Street already understands by making an estimates that 2025 and beyond is going to be crazy good. So I believe that this is a good position we're in, and I'm very excited. I wanted to share with you this analysis because most people are like probably, reading, trying to like, why did he delete his channel? Why? I don't care why he deleted it. All I know is he's pivoting. He's pivoting from his main niche, which is stocks and finance, which is what I want. I want the backs of the retail community to crack. Okay, I know I'm trying to help retail investors. We're trying to make only the smart ones, okay? But in order for us to make money and for order the Wall Street to make money, the backs of the retail community space needs to crack. They need to sell. They need to basically be demolished. And then that's when real money is made. All right, let's go ahead and look at this. How do you overcome counterfeit shares, selling shorts, and never locating? So I have no idea. All I know is fundamentals win, and in the long run, they will always be stacked in a weighing machine, right? How it's going out, replying to Ryan, we buy more if you, yeah. So that's kind of my comment there. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys. I hope this video was helpful. I know it was all over the place. I wasn't planning on making this video, but I really wanted to give you guys my idea. This is a contrarian indicator. He's going left. I'm going right, right? Again, he is the representation of retail investors. If you look at all of his videos from before, obviously he deleted them. You can't. You see his face, like his face here with his beautiful kids. You see his face with like the recession in the background, the bear, fire. I think if I'm not making this up, one time I saw zombies in the background. Like, what the hell's going on with this? I mean, like, what kind of investing is this? I saw zombies in the background. I saw, in his YouTube thumbnails. I mean, you would think the world is collapsing right now. You think Wall Street, Godzilla came and Thanos came to Wall Street and Captain Marvel is literally going in and demolishing, Thanos' ships, and it's landing on the Wall Street Training Center. So anywho, that's so this is good. This is showing me that these types of videos are not permeating in the retail community space. They've lost interest. They've understood the pattern, and now they backed away. This is what we needed. This is. I'm happy. This makes me very happy. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. If you like the video, like the insights, like the data, please go ahead and subscribe. And in honor of Meet Kevin, in honor of his legacy, there's a coupon code expiring Black Friday deal and a link down below. I will see you on the next one. I hope that made you laugh. I love each and every one of you.